According to Hala Toralai, a senior editor for Forbes magazine in 2018, experts say that global tourism accounts for 8% of the world's carbon emission. Who here has stayed in a hotel or dined out at a restaurant before? So pretty much everybody in the room. All the fresh linen in these hotels, the food waste in the restaurants, and all the water consumption that goes into this industry are all contributing a large part to our environment's deterioration every single day. Sustainability has become a worldwide hot topic that leaves big businesses wondering how it'll fit in with their companies. I'm currently in the hospitality program and will be going into the industry in just a couple of years. And a lot of the universities and the university programs and even the classes are really pushing for students to be learning about sustainable practices because the hospitality industry has such a major part in our daily lives. Sustainability has become a pressing issue, especially within the hospitality industry. First, I will discuss how the industry is adapting an eco-friendly approach to draw on the next generation for employment. Second, I'll explain how this simultaneously increases revenue and also creates good rep for these hotel brands. Lastly, I will give a couple of real-life examples of hotel companies and their successes in sustainability. Research has shown that millennials actually want to work for ethical companies, meaning that brand image is not only important for consumers but also potential employees. According to Hala Toralai, senior editor for Forbes magazine, 2018, Hilton surveyed 72,000 guests. A third seek out a hotel's environmental and social efforts before booking. The number jumps to 44% for those under 25. This means that consumers of all ages, of all generations, are really looking into the hotel reputation, the brand, and what they're contributing to the society, what they're giving back to the community, and their own ethical practices. And according to Lauren Ziska, a professor at EHL Switzerland in 2017, management education must prepare students to contribute to the larger society by establishing expectations for ethical behavior. So again, she is strengthening the point that a lot of universities are implementing sustainability into their educational programs so students can learn about it and use it and utilize this skill in their future jobs. Since I have shared why big companies are adopting a more ethical approach to their business to add to their workforce, I'll now explain the effect of sustainable practices on tourism revenue. Hotel companies that are switching to eco-friendly practices are seeing actually a boost in revenue and an increasing amount of guests considering environmental and ethical standards and then buying preferences. So going off of the first point that I was talking about, according to Mike Hauer, a managing director for Think Parallax, Lightstay helped the company save more than $74 million across its portfolio of 10 hotel brands. So the company that this is talking in particular is actually Hilton, and Lightstay is actually a sustainable program that they implemented into their hotel. And because they implemented this, it helped them conserve on energy, on water, and other natural resources, which helped them save more than $74 million across the board. In addition to that, also from Mike Hauer, Hilton Worldwide has saved nearly $250 million from energy efficiency projects over the past 4 years, according to its 2012 and 2013 Corporate Responsibility Report. So, in the past 4 years, and just according to last year's report, they saved nearly $250 million just by implementing this program and practicing more sustainable actions. Now that I've talked about the impact switching to sustainable practice has on revenue, I'm going to talk about Hilton's specific success in this process. Ever since Hilton has made sustainability its mission, not only have they increased their consumer base in number, but also their operating costs have lowered along with carbon emissions. According to Hilton themselves, they actually reported that because the Lightstay platform helps them and other hotels stay on track with their energy and water usage, They actually unveiled about 8 years ago to help hotel owners account for energy, water use, and waste and carbon outputs, especially associated with building operations. The company has actually helped Hilton reach its goal of reducing carbon emissions by 61% across its portfolio by 2030. So that they've actually went over their goal. They're actually doing really well, and they will be lowering over half of their carbon emissions in just maybe 10-20 years. In addition to that, Hilton is already an environmental leader in the industry. Since 2008, the company has reduced their carbon emissions and waste by 30% and energy and water consumption by 20%. Since we have now addressed the issues why the hospitality industry is transitioning into a more eco-friendly approach, I'd like to review what we've previously gone over in the speech. In conclusion, the hospitality industry plays an important role in keeping our environment healthy. Practicing sustainable activity will not only lead to more companies following suit, but also benefit our ecosystem. Not only in the hotel industry, but also across any type of companies across the world. First, I discussed how the hospitality industry is adapting to fit in with the next generation. Second, I explained how sustainability boosts revenue. Lastly, I gave an example of how this is positively impacting the Hilton hotel chain. Our world is in need, and the hospitality industry has taken the first step in helping to salvage it. Thank you.